Hey, it's Cheryl. Welcome to my channel, Homeward Studio. Today we are making a 4th of July tiered tray. I also, to go along with the tiered tray, have 10 ideas of pieces that you can add to your tray. They're very simple and very budget friendly. So let's get right into it. The first DIY, we are going to make a tiered tray. So this was $3. It's a round canvas 12 by 12 from the Dollar Tree Plus. I like that circle, and this circle I had in my stash, but I know they sell them, or you can do a wood round. I just had this left over. It is 12 by 12, the same size, so I'm going to use that. I have 2 bags of beads here. I only needed one fit around the 12 by 12 perfectly. If you want to put legs or feet on the bottom of your tiered tray, these are from Michaels. I've had these for a while, obviously haven't used them yet, but they have a flat top and bottom. That's what I liked about them. This also is from the Dollar Tree Plus. It was $3. It's slightly smaller than the 12 by 12 round. And you're going to need 2 candlesticks. They can be the same or different. This is just what I had, and then this ring tray. We're going to put a coat of Mod Podge on all of the ceramic or glass pieces to make the, what do you call it, the paint adhere to it. So I'm getting a little ahead of myself here. So after you put a coat of Mod Podge all over that, a thin coat, then go ahead and paint it all with the white chalk paint. And the white chalk paint is called Adirondack, and it's from Folk Art, and it's just white. So now I'm taking all the stickers and everything off of both of these pieces. This canvas was very difficult to get off. I couldn't even get the staples out, so I thought, you know what? I'm going to put hot glue, and I'm going to put the adhesive from the Dollar Tree. You get it in the automotive section. I'm going to put it all around this, and we're going to hide those ugly staples. So put those pieces together. And if you want, you can paint the bottom of that too, or you can put craft paper around it to hide that pumpkin or whatever, picture you have on yours. Now I tied the beads. I left them on the string because it's easier. I tied both ends so the beads don't pop off. And I put adhesive all around the circle. And now I'm just hot gluing the beads on it. So you have the adhesive and the hot glue, and this fit perfectly to the very last little round bead. Now, if you get hot glue strings everywhere like I do, make sure you remove them before you paint them or paint this. I didn't, and it's a very noticeable. Any strings from the jute twine, just clip it all off and remove it. Then go ahead and take your chalk paint and paint the entire thing. Now I have that star from the Dollar Tree. I didn't show you that because I changed my mind. I was going to use something else, and I'm just making it taller. I like that star as wood. It's $3 from Dollar Tree Plus, and I just painted that in the white also. So everything was in the white chalk paint, and I'm showing you how to put it together. So the beaded round in the bottom, the candlestick, the round one that's a little bit smaller, the candlestick. And if you want to make this permanent, put E6000. I'm just hot gluing it right now. And then I put the star on top. Now I made these blocks, and I'm going to show you later on in this video how to make these. Very simple. And so because this was thinner, I used this. I'll glue the pieces together, which again I'll show you in the middle of this video how to make this. And instead of a candlestick, I use this, and I put that little ring tray on top of it. Just something a little different. And these are all the pieces we're going to be making, or some of them right now, as you will see in the middle of this video. And I'm just trying to style the tray and trying to fit them on there. Keep this in mind. If your pieces are a little bit bigger, your tray is going to be a little bit taller in between each section. So you can thrift candlesticks if you like, or you can put 2 of them together. I had a hard time fitting some of my pieces in here because some of them were too tall. So keep that in mind when you're making pieces for your tiered tray or your tiered tray. And all these things are from the Dollar Tree, just little things, bits and bobs that you can add into your tray, but I'll show you that in the end. So the first DIY, we're going to make this house into a Home of the Brave sign. So you're going to need a house like that, or any one. They sell a ton of different ones at the Dollar Tree. Mod Podge, and this chalk paint folk art called Imperial, which is red. And of course the window clings. So I removed the staple and there was a big hole in there, so I took this spackling. It's a lightweight spackling from the Dollar Tree. It works okay. It's not my favorite. I like the heavier stuff better, but it worked fine. But if you have the heavier stuff, I guess what I'm saying is I would probably use that. And now I'm cutting this cling down to fit right in there, and I'm taking my X-Acto knife and just clipping off the little ends there. And now before I Mod Podge the center of it, I'm just going to paint the border of the house in this red chalk paint. Any paint will do. I like chalk paint, painting on wood, almost because it adheres better, and sometimes with acrylic you need 2 coats, and you know, with chalk paint sometimes you can get away with 1 coat. And now I am putting Mod Podge in the middle of this because we're going to put our cling in there. And hey, by the way, if you are a subscriber, I want you to know I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I couldn't be here without you. I appreciate you. Thank you. If you're not a subscriber, consider subscribing. I have a lot of really cool projects coming up. They're mostly Dollar Tree items or easy to find items. I do a lot of thrifts, and most of my stuff is easy to put together. So consider subscribing, and everybody, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up because this stuff really helps my channel grow. Anyway, back to this here, this Home of the Brave. I took another window cling and I just put the little star on top, Mod Podged over all of it, and then I put that blue and jute, what would you call it, string around the perimeter just to hide the uglies of the edge. Now you can also write something on the back of it because it's a chalkboard too. Okay, DIY number 2. I thought this looked like a firecracker. It could service 2 purposes, just like the previous sign. It's the Birdhouse. It's from Walmart. I took one of these pipe cleaners in silver. I have the star stencils, and I have the paint. And I'll tell you the colors in a second. And I have this washi tape, and I'm going to make this birdhouse / firecracker red, white, and blue. So I counted the top is going to be blue, and then the stripe below it is going to be red, and then is going to be white, and so forth. So I started in the center, and you put 3 pieces of tape down, and you pull up the center tape. And so now we're just painting the top blue, and this is acrylic blue. I had to put 2 coats on it. It's called Admiral Blue. It's an apple barrel paint. And my red is folk art chalk paint, and it's called Imperial. And my white is folk art chalk paint, and that is called Adirondack, but it's just white. And so now, after I painted the top blue, I'm painting that little strip, that little ledge. And by the way, this birdhouse is cheaper than the birdhouses at the Dollar Tree. I think it was like 99 cents or 89 cents at Walmart. And I thought it was super cute and just different. So I went ahead and painted the other 2 stripes red. And now I'm taking my little Cricut pick here, and I'm removing the washi tape. And the washi tape's from the Dollar Tree. It doesn't stick the best, but it was the perfect size, so I went with it. And so now you can keep that natural color if you like, because that works too with the red, white, and blue, or you can paint it white, and I'm going to paint it white. So I'm covering up all of the red with the washi tape, and then I'm painting over with white. And there will be some cleanup. I had to get a teeny tiny brush and do a little trimming. Make sure your hands are clean. Mine weren't clean. I didn't know I had white paint on it, and I was holding the top and I got white paint. No big deal. I just, painted over in blue. Now these stars are from the Dollar Tree. I was going to stencil stars on the top, but I thought these were just a different idea. So I'm just using the silver ones, and I hot glued them all over the top. And now this pipe cleaner or chenille stick, they're from the Dollar Tree also. I'm rounding the bottom so it will glue onto the tip of that birdhouse. Clipped off probably, I don't know, 1/2 inch. And there's your firecracker / birdhouse. DIY number 3, we are making a 4th of July sign. Super simple. This again is from the Dollar Tree. Those are pretty rough, those pieces. I sanded it down and then wiped it off. This is called, it's acrylic, and it's called Beachcomber Beige. And it's by Apple Barrel. It's a gloss. I just didn't have any other paint this color. That's why I use a gloss, or I wouldn't normally use a gloss, but it worked out really fine. So I painted that, and then I let it dry really good. And I have that little jar on top of the jute twine there because it kept wanting to roll over into the paint. Anyway, I put a thin coat of the Mod Podge on that, and I have this little contraption, I can't think of what you call it right now, from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just getting all the bubbles out of it. And that's what it looks like. Super easy, super simple, very quick and budget friendly. Now the next DIY, we're going to make the USA blocks just like you saw on the tier tray in the beginning. And it's the same paint I'm using, and that's a star stencil. So red, white, and blue paint again. And if you don't have these, that's fine. Any red, white, and blue paint will work. And now I also have this folk art metallic paint, and that is called, let's see, Antique Gold. So I painted each of these blocks. They come in a pack of 3 from the Dollar Tree, red, white, and blue. And now I am going to put little stars on the blue block. Now if you're from a different country, just use the colors of your flag. Most or probably all of these ideas can be turned into your country's colors. And if you have songs or sayings, use those instead of, the ideas that I have. It would work very well. So now I put these stars on the red and the white blocks. And now I have these little Scrabble wood pieces, and those are from the Dollar Tree also. You get a pack of those. Now my idea, I thought you would see more of the star. You don't. I would probably put the USA or whatever the name of your country is, and you can use more blocks if you have a longer name, obviously, for your country. I would have probably put them on a plain side on the block and then just leave the stars alone, or not even put the stars on. But I was thinking that you could see the full star and then the letter would be in the middle of it, but not really so. And then I just outlined it in gold. Sometimes less is more. In this case, I think so, but I like the way they turned out. And so the next DIY, we're just going to make a bucket. Really, really easy. If these are not your colors, they have white buckets and you can paint them, or you can just paint these. I am just taking some paper, and I'm taking one of these buckets and I'm hot gluing the paper down just to give it some padding and some lift. And when you hot glue on metal, it's really, really hot. Not that hot glue is not hot enough, but this is 10 times worse. So now I took this little garland here. I don't even know where I got it from. I had it in my stash. And I'm just putting it in the little bucket here to make it look all sparkly. And I'm taking a couple of these stars here and I'm just going to hot glue them in the bucket. I think I used 4 of them. And now I'm just taking this jute and I'm making a simple shoelace bow, a little teeny one. I'm going to hot glue it onto the front of the bucket. So hey, do you guys decorate for your 4th of July or Independence Day? Let me know. I don't really, a little bit, but I was really into this tier tray, so yeah, I did this year. Okay, so for the next idea, I have this star from the Dollar Tree and one of these plastic hats from the Dollar Tree. They come in a pack of 3, I believe, maybe more. This is a ping pong ball. We're going to paint that. And this American flag toothpick. So we're going to glue the hat onto the star. Now first I put the glue onto the star, let it cool for just a couple seconds, and then put the hat on, because if you put the glue on the hat, it will melt. And this is that gloss again, Beachcomber Beige acrylic, and I'm just taking one of these little sponges and I'm kind of like stippling it on. This is going to be the nose. We're making a gnome here. And again, put the hot glue on the star instead of on the nose or on the hat. And then glue a flag there. Bam, done. DIY number 7. This is a wood plank from the Dollar Tree. It comes in a pack of 4, I think. This one I cut down a little bit. You don't have to cut this down. You could, you know, make it longer. Or I do think that they have squares this size though anyway. I believe I painted this in white first, and then I edged it with the blue, and then I put blue in the middle, and then I dried it really good with my blow dryer. And now I have these rub-on transfers from the Dollar Tree, and they are gold, and I'm going to show you what I did, and I'm going to show you what not to do here. So first of all, cut out your transfer. I did not think that these were going to stick everywhere. I thought they were only going to stick on the little wood piece. But now you see, when I picked it up, it was everywhere. It got on my mat, it got on my blue mat, and I had to try to scrape it off, and it wouldn't scrape off. I just wanted the United States map on there, and so I had to paint over it, but it worked fine. And a couple of Jenga blocks or tumbling tower blocks from the Dollar Tree, and that will help that stand. DIY number 8. We're cruising here. I'm making so many of them, trying to keep this video shorter for you guys. We need a palette like this from the Dollar Tree. Same paint, the star stencil, and one of these wooden stars also comes in a pack of I don't know how many from the Dollar Tree. We're going to paint the star blue and also the edges. And then the palette, we're going to paint 1 strip red, 1 strip white, 1 strip red. And the sides too. And now I'm going to take the star stencil. I have it right on top of that star. You can't see it, but it's underneath the stencil. And I'm going to put little teeny tiny white stars all over the big wood star, like that. And now I'm just going to hot glue that in the center. And I don't show you here, but I did put a little teeny tiny bow up in the upper left hand corner, a little teeny one out of some ribbon, some red, white, and blue ribbon. And these tumbling tower blocks, I'm gluing 3 of them together to help this piece stand. And that's what it looks like. DIY number 9. Whew, we're getting there. We have 10 of them, so I have 1 more left. This is the truck from the Dollar Tree. I'm painting it all in this dark blue color, except for the fencing up on top and the tires. And now the fence on top, I'm doing red and white stripes. Same color paint as before, like I said. So the center is the white, and the top and the bottom are going to be red. And I painted on the sides too, not on the inside and not on the back. And now I have this metallic apple barrel paint, and it is called Silver Sterling, and I have just an acrylic black paint from Apple Barrel. And now I'm going to paint the tires with the acrylic black, and it did need 2 coats. And now I have the silver, and I'm just kind of, I don't know, very lightly distressing the tires and the entire car, like where the mirror would be, where the handle to get in the car would be, the fenders, where the light and the hubcaps are, just to give it a little bit of definition. Makes it look a little bit more 3D. I painted the stick of the toothpick silver, kind of like it's a silver flagpole, and I'm just going to hot glue that flag right there. And the stars that I used earlier, I actually put stars in the back of that truck, and you'll see it later when I show you the revealing. I didn't like the wood look, so I went ahead and painted the whole inside black of the truck. And this is the last DIY that I actually could not fit in my tier tray because it was too short. But this is a watering can metal. I thrifted it for $1. And I'm just going to put one of these window clings on it, so a little bit of Mod Podge. And then I just took my finger and put the Mod Podge around the star. So underneath and then on top to seal it. And then let that dry really good. And now I don't want to make these permanent. I have blue and white flowers. I have red ones that are just like this. They're tiny. I can't find them anywhere. I find every other kind of red flower, but I wanted tiny ones. So you have the red, white, and blue flowers. And I'm just rolling up that edge there and pressing them into the can. And I have a couple pieces of this eucalyptus, and I'm folding up the edge and putting it in the can and just kind of fluffing it out a little bit. And there you have it, a complete tier tray. Tier tray, how to make it, and all the pieces that you can put on it. And that's a wrap. Yay! So anyway, this is the whole shebang. This is everything put together, and you can see I probably needed a little bit more height on the tray, but it still worked. You just kind of have to angle it in. All these little pieces, like the beads, are from the Dollar Tree. I didn't have to make them. The little berries are from the Dollar Tree. And these to the left are pieces that I made in a previous video, which I will link at the end of this video. The birdhouse, the gnomes, the patriotic gnome. I have a gnome video. There's 4 that has already been posted, and that is in that video. And the wooden flower piece, and then the USA piece made out of a pickle jar and just Dollar Tree stuff. And there you have it, my friend, the very end. I'm glad that you came this far with me. Hey, let me know if you celebrate the 4th of July. Let me know what your traditions are. Usually we either have a party or we go to a party. Not quite sure what we're doing yet this year, but anyway, leave me a comment. Let me know what you guys do. And with all that being said, thank you for watching Homeward Studio. Please like, give me some comments, and subscribe to my channel. It's all good. It all helps. And I will see you very, very soon. Have a blessed day, a blessed week. Bye.